Good morning, YouTube. It's your boy Ms.Avery, son. We back in effect on this video game. So, my question today is, well, first question is, what's y'all go-to coffee in the morning? I don't really fucks with the coffee. I'm more of an iced tea type of dude. But, you know, when I do fucks with the coffee, I gotta hit Dunkin'. I'm a New York nigga. That's how we give it up there. You know, so, long story short, my question is, how do you run your recap? So, last week or the week before, whichever one it was, I was at this place picking up a coil, and I had some questions. You know, one thing is when I see a million miler, you know, and you know, old head that you could tell been doing this trucking thing for a minute, I like to go and pick their brain. And I'm the type of dude, I don't give a fuck if you white, black, green, orange, yellow, I don't care. I'll walk right up to you, hey, how you doing? My name Avery, blah blah blah. You feel me? And I hit them, you know, pick their brain. So I seen this million miler dude. He actually came over to me and was like, man, that's a badass tarp job. You know, that I don't see too many dudes taking pride in their tarp job. You know, they trying to tarp it and get the fuck out of here. But me, I don't care if it take me 3 hours or not, man. I want my shit looking pretty going down the road. I want it done proper. So we started talking, and I was originally gonna go and pick his brain anyway. And so we start talking, and I had asked him about running a recap or whatever, how he do his recap, cause I mean, I could run a recap, but my recaps be fucked up sometimes. So I just want to know, you know. And then at that moment, that's what I was thinking about. So I hit him up, and he like, yeah, this is how I do it. I run 9.5 hours every day, 8 to 9. You know, he said he don't go over 9.5 hours, from 8 to 9 to 9.5, one of them. So that when he run his recycle or his recap, he always got hours to run. You know what I mean? So I was sitting there and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, that makes sense. If you calculate it correctly, it does make sense. So I tried to do it the next week, and this is what I had come up with. Which I thought of this before, but you know, you gotta play the part. So I played the part, and this is what happened. You get to a shipper. They take 3-4 hours to unload you or load you. You got a 14-hour clock. So your 3 hours of personal time is ticking, or your on-duty time, whatever you want to call it, is ticking once your drive time, you know, once that 3 hours is up, it starts kicking into your drive time. So when you get there, say you wait an hour and a half, then they take another hour and a half to load you. Then you got to go tarp and strap this shit down. Well, you know, strap and tarp, whatever, however you guys do it. So that take another 45 minutes to an hour. And sometimes, if it's difficult, it might take you 2 hours, sometimes 3, you never know. Depending on the load, every load gonna be different, you know? So now it's kicking into your drive time. So it just ate up, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours of your drive time. So now you can't drive that 8 hours. You know what I mean? Then 2 days later, you get to the co-signing. And you get to the co-signing, and the dude like, oh, you know, it's a first come, first serve basis. You got 6 trucks ahead of you. First come, first serve. So what are you going to do? That's kicking into your drive time. Again, you know, keeps eating up your time. Once you start your day, your clock keep ticking. That 14 don't stop. So it keep ticking. So now that now that it keep ticking, you eating up them hours every day. So you can't drive the amount of time you trying to drive, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So now, does your on-duty time work the same? Does that calculate into your drive time every day when you do your recap? Or is that just your drive time? I don't know. I got to figure that one out. But what I'm saying is, how does y'all recap work? Like, what do you guys do? Because right now, I decided to do a 34-hour reset because I got to go all the way out to Colorado. I'm in Tennessee right now, over there by Denver. So my thing is this, right? I don't got to be there until the 5th. It's the 2nd. It's gonna take me like 22 hours, 22 and a half hours to get there from where I'm at. So, excuse me. So anyway, it's gonna take me like 22 and a half hours to get there from where I'm at. If I run 600 and 600 every day, I could do like 680 in a day if I push myself, and still have like, you know, half hour left to go. So now that's calculating truck stops and all types of shit. That shit is difficult, you know. So let's just say I run, you know, Sunday, Monday, real heavy, and then Tuesday morning, you know, I get up at like 4 or 5 and shoot over there with a little bit of couple miles I got left or whatever. So I know I can make it there, but the thing is, I figured I have to do a 34-hour reset because I got 6 hours coming back in 2 days, and tomorrow I'll get back 2 hours and 16 minutes. So that just fucks me all up. So I wouldn't be able to make it there if I try to run on my recap. So I have to do a 34. But my question is, let me know if how y'all do it, and come up with some sort of suggestions on how I could better myself on my recap and how to run my recap. But that's about all. Deuces, like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know how y'all like my videos, and like I said, I would appreciate the comments and some advice. You know, that's why I'm making this video. I got advice just as well, you know, or I need advice just as well as I'm trying to give some. You know what I mean? Knowledge brings knowledge. Everybody proceeds. So holla at me.